Hey guys! So today I decided to do a quick little flip through of my bullet journal. It's March, so I don't have too much filled out just yet, but I thought it'd be nice to kind of just show you where I'm at right now. So this is the pink Lucturne. I don't know how to pronounce it, but you know the one. So here we have my little inserts that I do in the front and the back to keep track of mood, trackers, family, finances, projects. You can see that I have kind of right here quick way to jump to them. I took that system from Boho Berry. I think it's really useful, and I like how I can just kind of quickly jump to what I want to. So this quote is my quote for the year, make things happen, because I really want to kind of remind myself to go after the things that I want and not kind of just wait for things to come to me, because that's not how it works, you know? My index is getting pretty full. I've done a lot of collections, so these 3 pages actually might not be enough. Now that I think about it, I might have to like throw an index in somewhere kind of in the middle, because it's just probably not going to be enough. Inhale, confidence, exhale, doubt. I love that quote. I really like to practice my hand lettering in my bullet journals, just because it's kind of like a nice way to make something pretty rather than just on scratch paper where I kind of just let it fall by the wayside and disappear somewhere. This is my year at a glance. My future log, I find that I've been using it, not too much, but quite a bit. What I've been doing here is sort of the Calendex system of writing down items or appointments and then kind of going back to them when I'm filling out my weeklies. So it's actually been pretty useful in that respect. I like to break out my future log in 2 spreads, because then it gives me a lot of room, and I really like this layout. So these were my bills due. I like to keep track of them. When did I last? That spread was pretty popular actually. Just like to keep track of changing the sheets, doing the laundry, things like that. This is, see, I have a little family spread here. This is for my kids. My son Julius is 2, so I've been kind of keeping track of the words that he's learned, but in the past month, I would say, he's learned so many new words that I haven't even had a chance to update it, so this is kind of out of date. And then this Baby Memories is a combo of him and his little brother Jack, who is right now 5.5 months old. So I'm trying to keep track of like special little moments that happen between the 2 of them. This was my January gratitude log. There's a couple of blank spots because I just forgot to do it, but that's fine. I mean, I'm not like sticking to it too much. This is the first version of the mood trackers that I did, which I really liked, in the sense that I could see for the month what mood I was in predominantly. But what I didn't really like was that I couldn't at a glance see how moods fluctuated through days, or if I had various moods in certain days, if they were affected by certain other elements. So you'll see in the future that I've kind of changed this up, but this was the first version of my mood tracker, and I really kind of like it. I'm not really into like the year in pixels version, just because of the fact that I tend to have more moods than one in one day, and I really like to know kind of where that's fluctuating. This is a quick little journal that I had, a few entries. This was a page from a coloring book, an adult coloring book that I cut and put in there, and that's just so I can have some like Zen moments. It's meant to just be colored in whenever I have free time, or I'm having kind of like writer's block or something. So I like that it's kind of an ongoing process. These are projects that I'm working on, things that I'm waiting on to hear back. I need to update that actually. There's a couple orders that I just received today. My Instagram followers for my lettering account, which I've not really been paying attention to lately, just because I've been so into this bullet journal community that I've sort of let that one go by the wayside. So I really need to get back on top of that. This was my first tracker for that other account. I liked to post kind of, or keep track of how many times I posted, when I made an Etsy sale, when I blogged, but I stopped doing that just because, like I said, I've been focusing more on my Girl Meets Bujo, so I don't know about that. This one, don't forget to show affection. I probably need to add more to it. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not super into physical displays of affection, but my husband is. So I need kind of reminders to just like stroke his head, or, you know, hold his hand, give him a kiss, things like that. It's kind of nice to just have that there to be like, okay, did I do that? Be on top of it. My goals for the year. This was my first weekly. Really, really simple. I was doing meals, but I kind of feel like that wasn't really necessary. These are my dailies, a list of thank you notes that I actually still haven't done, so sorry. This was a really fun weekly. I loved doing this spread. I don't really feel like it's necessary for me to have quite such a big spread, but it was so pretty that I just had to do it. And this is something that I do every single week, my little tracker. It's water, exercise, going outside, practicing my lettering, showering, getting dolled up, and tidying up. I'm a stay-at-home mom, so it really is kind of nice to me to have like a reminder to like get dolled up every once in a while. Like, when did I last shower? Because it's so hard to do that when you have a baby and a toddler. No joke. Some more dailies, and then I love this quote from Martin Luther King. If I cannot do great things, I can do small things in a great way. And I totally believe in that, like wholeheartedly. Let's see, my master list. This is basically the brain dump, but I don't really like the term brain dump, so I changed it to master list because I feel like that just sounds prettier. These are just ideas for birthday gifts because we had a lot of people having birthdays in January and February. This is another weekly that I did, super simple. I really like the washi tape kind of edition. There was a lettering challenge, which, as you can see, I didn't really stick to very well, but I tried. This was a fun version of my weeklies with the little banner headers. I thought that was like different and cute. I was trying to practice this for a lettering challenge, but I don't really like how that came out. Then we're into February. Super, super simple. I did this layout in my sister's bullet journal. You probably remember from the other video that was, I'll link it above, but it's basically the same kind of layout. I just wanted to keep it simple and clean. So this was the second version of my mood tracker. I wanted to see kind of every day and see if there were any like dips or fluctuations. You can kind of see it's like happy, really upset, and then I think these days I was a little bit depressed, so I didn't really fill anything in there. So yeah, I wasn't too motivated. I like to keep track of my videos, my YouTube videos, to make sure that I'm sticking to my schedule. This was 28 days of love notes because it was February. I wanted to do love notes. I didn't really stick to it because I had a lot going on in February. So I feel kind of bad about that, but maybe I can continue that into March. That might be kind of nice just in general. This is my Girl Meets Bujo tracker. I filled my 100 YouTube subscribers already in a month and a half, which I didn't have such high hopes for this channel. I mean, I really didn't think anyone was going to watch it. So the fact that that was like an annual goal, guys, and I filled it in a month and a half. So thank you so much for watching my videos and liking them and subscribing to them. Like, that's super, super cool of you, and I really appreciate it. So I hope to bring you more awesome, awesome content, especially because now I have some really good filming gear that's on its way over to me. So, woo! Higher quality videos. Be ready for it. This is another version of my Instagram tracker, but it's a combo of the lettering Right with Liz and the Girl Meets Bujo. I kind of feel like I'm going to stop. I'm going to phase that one out. I just don't use it as much. It's not that necessary. I really love this weekly with the leaves. I thought it was super, super pretty. So I think I might do another one kind of like that really soon. This week I didn't have any, I was out of town, so there was like nothing. I didn't even do dailies, it was just a list. And then this was a recap on a conversation I had with a therapist for my son, because he had like a little session that he went to just to make sure everything's good with him. This is another weekly that it was just basically a to-do list, because again I was still on vacation, so I didn't really have a lot of stuff to do, and I really wanted to practice this flower, so I really like how that came out. My February gratitude, I wanted to make it less of a list and more of just like an art page, so I kind of wanted to change it up, and I really like how that came out, so I'm going to stick to that style. This is my perfect dirty martini recipe. I love a good dirty martini, like love, 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 and so I finally found the perfect recipe, and I knew I had to dedicate a page to it. This is another weekly. I really love the way the flowers came out and the leaves. That was a new style that I tried to change it up here. Some dailies. This was, we were kind of going back and forth between moving back to Arizona, which is where I'm from, or staying in California, but for now we are staying in California. You guys might remember this from a recent video. I wanted to test a bunch of different borders, so this weekly I wanted to just have it be super different and fun. Still had my trackers as usual, which I really, really love. I'm going to add a couple things to it now because there's a few more things I want to start tracking, but that's been working for me really well. This was a conference call that I had about a new job. Hello, March. These are the pretty letters that I got from Target. They're transfers. So you just put on the paper, get like a popsicle stick that comes with it, and rub it on, and they stay on. And so this is my new version of my mood tracker. All the days listed vertically with the emotions or kind of things I'm feeling here. I also condensed it to a lot less things to keep track of. We're a few days into March, so I haven't been keeping track of that, but that's because I've been super, super busy, so I need to go back and fill that in. And then got to fill that in as well. This one I wanted to have fun with stickers and transfers, so I'm not too fond of how it came out, but I like where I was going with it. This week's dailies, and then my newest gratitude page. Super simple, but I'm going to add some more doodles to that, and we have like a fun little sticker if you can kind of see right there. This is because we were planning on moving, and so I wanted to be aware of how big all of our pieces of furniture are, so I wrote down dimensions of everything, and I thought that was super, super useful. Just take a measuring tape with me and bada bing. I'm going to update this because I was going to save up for a new computer, but my husband actually just bought me one, so this is kind of irrelevant now, but it's pretty. It's symmetrical, and that's it. So that's where we are right now. I'm going to add some more things pretty soon and update you guys, so thanks so much for being a part of my journey, and let me know if there's anything else you want to see so I can do a video for you. I'll make sure to do it a little bit more high quality. I just wanted to throw in something quick today because it's been kind of busy and hectic with me, but next week, top notch, I promise. Thanks so much. Bye.